All right, Taurus, we are moving right along. So now the next reading would be Gemini. So this is how Gemini feels about you, Taurus. This doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be any connection, it's work, family, friends. It's all the same rules, guys. Okay, we treat how we feel, our emotions, everything. It's all the same rules. So wow, that came out. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and appreciate it. I'm so grateful. I just have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Anyways, I cannot predict the future, guys. I just tell you the energy that you're in right now. That's to help you see something in a different way, in a different light, get more clarity. That way you can make a better decision. God gave us free will, and today you go left, tomorrow you can go right, which would change the energy, right? So that's why I cannot predict the future. I'm going to tell you where you're at right now, and then you get to decide. So the first one up is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Also, energy is fluid. Often we mirror the people that we are involved with, meaning that they are in our life for a reason. So it could be for you guys, and it could be them, okay? So just take it as it resonates. Don't make it make sense, guys, okay? If you want more detailed personal reading, I can definitely do your own personal reading. Otherwise, this is a general reading, okay? So this is how Gemini feels about Taurus. These spirits, guys, I'm so grateful. Because all my readings are free. Wow, you see that? Did you guys see that? Wow, it was an orb or something. I don't know, but that was pretty awesome. Because of free readings, I do have that buy her a coffee if you wish to. That would be lovely. I appreciate it. Other than that, thank you so much for your guys' support. I appreciate it so much. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, guys, okay? And watch your other readings, because it really tells you how you are actually coming off, how we are making other people feel, okay? All right, here we go, guys. Boy, they have a lot to say with this energy here. All right, so this is how Gemini feels about Taurus. Okay, so first we have the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth signs, which is your element, and that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And this is in reverse, so twos are like balance and partnership. So Gemini feels stubbornly resistant to change. They may be getting bent out of shape over anything that threatened. I'm sorry, I'm a Gemini, guys, so when I hear my own things, it sounds so much like me. But they may be getting bent out of shape over anything that threatens their habits or established routines, okay? But they can actually be like persuaded through humor or demonstrating that change will lead to fun, excitement, or fun, okay? So they like to, remember I said you guys can mirror each other too, because I know Taurus can be very stubborn, but so can Gemini, right? So they do feel stubbornly resistant to change. They may be getting bent out of shape over anything that threatens their habits or established routines. They can be persuaded through humor or demonstrating that change will lead to excitement or fun. Okay, so they just like things the way they are, like don't break it if it's not, or don't fix it if it's not broken, kind of a mentality. But the way Taurus is too, the thing about Taurus is that they're like masters at things, right? So it's like a spiritual leader or like a spiritual teacher or a pope or a father, or whatever your belief system is. It's a belief system to me. It's faith, okay? So to me, Tauruses are very committed to every aspect of their life. They're very hard to change their mind or change their view about something. It's like the commitment, like a marriage, right? So that's law, binding by God, right? So that's, if you can think of, that's how Taurus is. They're binded by that commitment that they have. So with Gemini, they don't like to they don't like to rock the boat, okay? But here, like Tauruses, like I said, you guys are like masters at things, right? Spiritual masters at that. So bringing the light out of people or making them feel really good about themselves or something like that. So you can actually help Gemini, find out that, maybe change will be beneficial to them, and they won't know that until they try it. So that is what they're saying, that in order to help make Gemini, look at something in a different way, it would be through humor or excitement. Okay. So next card is the Sun. So the Sun is the Sun is the Sun. I love this card. It's happy. It's joyous. This is like the return to innocence to me. Do you see the little baby on the horse? That horse, and actually these cards is white, so that is purity. That bright, huge sun. It's beautiful energy. So Gemini feels like you are attractive and charming or charismatic. So you brighten up the mood in any room that you walk into. The Sun is the best card in the deck, and it leaves everybody with an optimistic feel about the future All is clear, so don't bring any gray clouds, meaning that the outlook is really good. It's all positive, right? So they find you very attractive and very charismatic. You brighten up the mood in any room that you walk into, meaning that when you walk into the room, they feel like you can change the environment completely. Or like if you walk into the room and everybody's quiet and down, then all of a sudden they'll be uplifting and laughing and having fun and joyous, right? So they feel like you have that that energy, that good energy to give off. Like I said, this is the return to innocence, right? The sun is the best card in the deck. Like I said, it leaves everybody feeling really good about the future. And right now, everything is good and it looks clear. So don't bring any gray clouds, meaning don't, when things are good, let them be good. Like sometimes we feel like, is this too good? And then, we create chaos just to make sure that it's normal or that it's real. Don't do that, because that will end up, it might traumatize the actual connection. Okay, not the person, the connection. Okay, so the next one is Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy, so this is in reverse. So this is 14. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is also the Hierophant's number. It is also testing and conflict, meaning that like it's needed. Okay, so they might, hold on a second. It's kind of funny that they get this now, because after the Sun card, everything is all, honky-dory, like what's going on here. But we'll figure this out in a sec. Okay, so Temperance in reverse. Gemini feels, so that's an angel and it's upside down. So this is like where she's mixing like night and day, or white and black, or cold and hot. You know what I'm saying? So she's actually like combining things and making it even flow. So Gemini feels that there is an imbalance in this relationship. So when the Temperance is reversed, one partner's cup may be like, one partner's cup may feel full while the other's running empty. Individual fulfillment found in independent activities may help. Okay, so they feel like there's not an equal balance here. Okay, so that kind of makes sense with this too, because this is an even flow, right? So this is in reverse, and this, so they do think of you highly, but in the relationship there's a little bit of an imbalance. Okay, so basically think about the cups, right? So if you think about the lovers card, or not the lovers is Gemini. Jeez. If you think about the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is two people equally sharing a cup. So I'm going to show you really quick, because it's easier to demonstrate it while you're actually looking at it than me just telling you. I do this a lot just so people understand. And this is with, like I said, any relationship. It doesn't matter if it's family. It doesn't matter if it's a business relationship. It doesn't matter. It's just, of course, everything's going to be a little bit more intense or, vulnerable in an intimate relationship. But however, the general rules apply to every relationship. Okay, you have to be all in, you have to be vulnerable, you have to reciprocate, you have to be understanding, you have to communicate. See what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter what type of relationship. Any relationship that we have with another human being has to be, the laws are all the same. Like there's no exceptions to the rules. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Relationships help us learn more about ourselves, and that's why they're so tough. That's why they're here. It's not here to torture us or make us feel, any less than. We learn through failure. That is what to err is human, and through failure is how we succeed. And any relationship takes work. Okay, so that's why I like doing this, because I don't want people to give up. Like there's everybody. I think, like I have my saying is, take it easy on yourself and others. We're here to learn and grow. Okay, so here is the Two of Cups. Okay, now you can see here there's two people, and they both have their cups up, and these are two people facing each other, and they're equally sharing this cup. So cups are of our emotions and our feelings and our relationships, right? So right here, what she's doing is she's drinking out of her cup, but she's also filling up his cup with emotions, love, vulnerability, whatever. Okay, and then he, in return, is filling her cup back up with being emotionally, there for her emotionally, and everything that he's supposed to be. Okay, so he's giving back to her cup. And what happens is when it's reciprocating, these cups balance themselves out, right? Okay, there's not one person giving more. Now, let's say that she starts taking more than what she starts taking, and drinking and drinking and drinking because she likes the way his cup tastes, right? And she forgets to then pour back into his cup. What's going to happen in his cup? Eventually this cup is going to run dry, right? So because she just keeps taking and taking, right? She's the victim. She's the one that needs the attention. She's the one that needs, you know, the understandings and the compassion, but she's not giving anything back to him, okay? Because, you know, he's so good at providing it that she forgets that he needs it too, right? We all need that nurturing love, or, you know, like the comfort, the support, the safetyness, right? But she forgets to give that to him because she's so good at, you know, she found out that, hey, like I can actually have my cup and drink it too, right? So she's not giving back. So now his cup is running dry. See, he's trying to grab her cup, like, hey, I need some back. So what happens is if this person, if she doesn't start pouring into his cup, even though she likes the way his cup tastes right now, and she's greedily taking more than giving back, his cup is going to run dry. Now, instinctively, because we're human and we're going to need to fill that void, this cup, we're going to need to fill this cup back up because it's empty, right? And she won't give any. So what's going to happen? He's going to go elsewhere out of the relationship and fill up his cup. I'm not talking about cheating. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he will find another way, a hobby, a job. Like it could be anything, any third party, any third entity to fill his cup back up because we need those nutrients as humans. Okay. We desire that connection. So that's the thing. Okay. So you need to equally make sure that as much as you are taking, you are giving, and vice versa. Okay. So that is the rule about the 2 cups. So Gemini feels that one person or somebody's like, this isn't balanced, right? Clearly, and that one person's cup is running dry. So have a talk with them, you know, like come to an understanding and make sure that you tell them how you feel and make sure they tell you how you feel, and then you come to an understanding and you can help each other out. Otherwise, you can't automatically assume that people can read your mind, because nobody can read your mind nor know exactly how you're feeling. Even if you're expressing it in different ways, it doesn't mean that they're going to pick up on it. Okay, talk to them. And you open up that, and you always keep, you know, all the conversations, create a safe space so that people can share without feeling that they have to hold back, or, you know what I mean. So make sure that can happen. Okay. And then the Knight of Swords. So swords are air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this is Gemini's energy. Knights they're all moving, right? So they all have horses. And this is in reverse. So this is telling, and then the mind, or swords are basically like our behaviors or our thought process. Okay. So if you think about a sword, it looks like a mirror, right? So it mirrors the quality of our mind. So this is like a thought. So the Knight of Swords, it's something that not only is it moving, but look at how fast it's moving. Like that's really fast. So this is in reverse. Okay. So they might feel like something is stagnant, or something's not moving forward, or something might be delayed or stalled. So the Knight of Swords. I can't even talk. So I'm a Gemini, and my communication is my thing, but blah blah blah, babbling it up and screwing up my words is also my thing. So you'll get used to that. So Gemini does feel indecisive at this time. They are going back and forth concerning any important decisions. This card can also represent inconsistency on the breaking of plans. Okay, so Gemini. They are duality. Okay, so that makes them also they think about the good, the bad. They think about the white, the black. They, you know what I'm saying? Like the aspects of them are multiple, right? So it doesn't mean they have 2 personalities. That's not true. What it is that the thought process of them looks at the good, but they also look at the bad. Okay, so they can be very indecisive, and they could switch up just like that. Their decisions, their minds. Pardon me. So to help them, don't ask them open-ended questions like, where should we go for dinner? Because it'll end up being like 20 different things. Just ask them like, hey, should we go here or there for dinner? Like break it down, like, so that it'll be easier for you. And then also, have a talk with them and like, well, what do you think you want to do? So their indecisiveness might also confuse you a little bit and make you think that are unsure of things, but don't take it personally, because that's just the way Geminis are. Okay, so the next card is the Emperor. So the Emperor is Aries energy. This is number 4 in the major arcana. This is also Aries energy. So this is like the father card of the deck, right? So the Empress is the mother, the Emperor is the father. So this is the one that's disciplined. This is the one that is the leader. Everybody listens to him, okay? So Gemini prior towards, I can't talk. They make maintaining their strength and leadership important, okay? That's a priority to them. So Gemini's priority is maintaining their strength and leadership over their own life's direction. So if Gemini feels that they're being challenged or a boundary, or like if they feel like they're challenged in that, then a boundary is going to be established. So the Emperor only respects communication that is direct, assertive, and confident. What I say. So Geminis are known to be communicators. So they respect people who communicate very direct, very assertive, and confident. Okay, so that's the thing about them. But Gemini does prioritize maintaining their strength and leadership over their own life's direction. So if their power feels challenged, a boundary will be established. Okay, so the thing about the Emperor being the father card, very disciplined, right? He's the leader of the zodiac, and he's the leader of the zodiac for a reason. He sits there on his throne, and everybody wonders why underneath all that armor, or all those clothes, he has armor on. Like, why would you wear armor underneath your clothes? Well, that's to protect him from his biggest... Well, look at the Emperor and the Emperor, guys. Isn't that cool? So that is to protect him against his biggest threat, which is vulnerability. Out of everything with the Emperor, you would think that, swords or, something else would be a threat. But nope, another man would be a threat. Nope, the thing that is a threat to him is vulnerability, because he's a man, right? So maybe in a sense of war, but not in a sense of a relationship. Okay, you need to be vulnerable. You need to be all in a relationship for it to work. You cannot have asset. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to swear. You cannot cut corners. You cannot, be anything less than your complete whole self. This person, before the world got to you, right? Before, we put up this armor and these walls. When we do that, we block not only out the bad, but we also block out the good. And the thing about this is that, yes, we put in armor maybe when we were younger to protect us, but now we're adults and we don't need protection like that. We learned how to deal with emotions. We learned how to deal with people. We learned that shaming, blaming, criticizing, judging, all that really doesn't have anything to do with us. It has to do with them. We've learned how to cope through situations. So we don't need this armor anymore, okay? Because we cannot block out that aspect of us. Our vulnerability is at our core who we are. When you're vulnerable, you're singing in the shower, you're dancing in the rain, you are creating a masterpiece, you're writing a poem, see what I'm saying? That's who you are authentically and genuinely, and that's who you need to be. And Gemini. I'm not saying you guys, because this is Gemini feels this way. So both of you. Okay, so make sure that both of you, and have a talk with them. I'm sure that they love to have a talk. They can talk. So, okay, so now we're going to do messages from Spirit, guys. So this is the messages that Spirit thinks that you guys need to know about this connection with Gemini. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, guys. My channel is booming, and I appreciate it. I want to keep going. I'm almost there. So at a milestone, so please, please, please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it so much. All right. The Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. The Queen of Pentacles, nice. Is there any other? Okay, where do they go? They all came out together, so that's what Spirit wants. This is Spirit's game, or not game. This is the name of their game, so we got to do what they want us to do. They call the shots. So the Queen of Swords. The Three of Cups, the Hierophant, your energy, and the Two of Pentacles is upright. See how that works? So this is messages from Spirit. Okay, so Hermit. Hermit card is Virgo energy. So Virgo is number 9 in the major arcana. So 9s are all about like self, or like combining of that element. So this is Virgo and Mercury. So it's Earth. So this is soul search, this is exile, loneliness, misfit, sadness, withdrawing from loved ones, or looking at something through a clouded lens. Okay, so that's the energy. Either that's you or Gemini, right? And like I said, we often mirror the people that we are in connection with because we are attracted to them for a reason, right? Or we are like magnetized towards them for a reason. So this could be exile, loneliness, misfit, sadness, withdrawing from loved ones, looking at something through clouded lens. So the thing about the Hermit is that he takes himself out of a situation, gains introspection, and then he doesn't let anything, He makes sure that nothing influences his mind. No outer anything influences his decisions or his mind or his thought process. Then he moves forward. So after he gains his knowledge, he's on a snow-capped mountain all by himself, right? So then he gets up and he goes. And as he's going, he has this wand, and that's the power and vitality to keep going. And he has this lantern here. And that lantern, it only lights up the next few steps. It doesn't light up the whole entire journey, because he doesn't need to know that. Because he has faith. He's the wisest of the zodiac. So he has faith in God. He has faith in himself, or faith in whatever belief system you have. But he has faith in the higher, whatever, the higher force. And then he also has faith in himself, right? So he doesn't need to know how everything's going to pan out. He trusts in it. He has faith in it. Okay, so maybe that could help a little bit with you or them. I'm not sure. So the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. It's also Earth. So this is Earth. The Queens are very specifically good at one thing. Pentacles, like I said, are Earth signs. So this one reminds me of like the grandmother card. Okay, so this person's very nurturing. It's very caring. She's the one that would take care of like the home. But see how she's holding that pentacle? She's holding it like she adores it, right? So this is like perseverance and grace, okay? So keep moving forward with perseverance and grace. So be nurturing, practical, providing, taking care of situations with money, okay? Because it is Pentacles. Pentacles are anything in our physical material world. So if that's you or them, perseverance and grace. Moving forward with perseverance and grace, okay? And be nurturing, be caring, be empathetic, be sympathetic. You know, try to understand each other. That's all it takes. Communication, understanding. So the Queen of Swords. Swords are air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this is the queen that wants the truth, right? That's it. Truth, truth, truth. There's no emotion there. So that cannot happen in a connection. I don't care what kind of connection it is. We are human beings. We have to have some kind of emotion. So this is Libra energy, and this is every action is a choice. So very high standards, either you or them, and I'm pretty sure it's you, because I know Tauruses, they do have very high standards because of that commitment, or that how they're committed, right? That's just their mindset. That's your guys' mindset, which is understandable. You guys are masters at things, you know, so I get it. But very high standards, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication. Nice. But your very high standards, take it easy on everybody, okay? We expect people to be the same as us. We expect them to know what we know. We expect them to do what we would do. We can't have that kind of expectation because we are all different people. And we are all different people for a reason. Like the higher ups made it that way for a reason, because without all these different people, it wouldn't be the world the way that it is. Do you see what I'm saying? It would be lame, mundane, you know, like if we were all black and white, you know, like there's no gray. Like that's not the way that the universe works. Everybody is different. Okay, so, and everybody's raised differently, and everybody's taught something different, or you know, everybody's like on different paths and different soul journey, and some people have been here a lot of times before, some have not, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's their first time around, like so we can't have expectations of people are supposed to have that perception or the thought process or act the way that we do, or do you see what I'm saying? We cannot expect that from people because we don't know what they've been through. We don't know how they were raised. We just don't know. Everything that we have learned, we're supposed to unlearn, I swear, when we're older. Right? Because I feel like everything that I learned was a lie. And now the truth is coming out, right? So we're supposed to unlearn. So how can we expect somebody to have those high standards if we're all learning still? Do you see what I'm saying? And not only that, I'm not saying like don't have high standards. I mean, of course, you know, like take care of yourself, have dignity, have integrity, have respect and things like that. But what I mean is take it easy on yourself and others. We're here to learn and grow, meaning it's okay to screw up. It's okay to not be perfect. That's where people learn. So a guy that doesn't, there's a man right here and a man right here, okay? This man hasn't screwed up at all, and he's just living, walking that fine line, right? This guy right here screwed up a lot. Which guy do you think is going to be a little bit better in his soul? This one. Because we learn and grow through every failure. So he's learned, he's growing, he's evolving. I'm not saying he's not, but he's just walking that straight line. This guy's evolving and going and getting bigger. So the guy who fails is the guy who's more successful. Always. Okay, so remember that, guys, okay? And I really do feel like that's you guys. But it could be Gemini, like I said, everybody mirrors each other. So 3 of Cups. Threes are the Banan, which is the mother. So it's like Threes are the divinity to me, you know, of God, because Gemini card, there's the man, the woman, and then spirit, right? So cups are emotions, feelings, and relationships, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So right here, this is the Lord of Abundance. It's Mercury in Cancer. So it could be like a celebration, a friendship, creating collaborations, three graces, or three is a crowd, meaning that there could be a third party. And that doesn't mean cheating. It means a third entity. It could be a job. It could be a hobby. It could be an addiction. It could be anything. But there's something besides just a partnership that could be interfering into this relationship. Or they just want to go out and have fun. It could be that too. So like I said, so with this, there's the man and the woman and their spirit, because these are two polar opposites, the white, the black, the night, the day. In order for these two to be able to coexist, they need to have that third entity. Now, either we get to decide, is it with love and have the angel, or anything that's done without love creates bad or evil, right? Or is it going to be with this guy? See, there's the man and the woman. Then there's that. So we get to decide. We have free will. God gave us free will. We do whatever we want, right? But we know that there's something greater out there, and we thrive to be that person. That's what drives us to evolving. That's what drives us to healing. That's what drives us to be better people, because we know we're good, right? But we know there's something better, and that's what we're pulling towards. So we get to decide what that third entity is going to be in our relationship. Is it going to be love, the angel? Is it going to be the devil? Is it going to be something outside of our relationship? You decide. So here's the Hierophant. There you guys are. You guys are the teachers, right? You guys are the spiritual masters. So that's good that this came up, because that means that you guys are in your energy, which I like a lot. And this is just more clarification that, you know, spirit is backing you guys up all the way. So this is Taurus energy, spiritual teacher, wisdom, religious beliefs, conform, tradition, institutions, commitment, binding by God. What did I say? What did I say? That's like faith, believing in yourself, believing in the relationship, right? That's what that means, okay? The actual, like I said, you guys are very committed. Okay, so this is, you know, be committed to, you know, the connection, committed to yourself, but don't watch those high standards, okay? And then the Two of Pentacles, so now there's that even flow. Like I said, there it is. Okay, so remember the guy with two different shoes on? So here he is again, and it's kind of a little bit rocky. See, these boats are kind of like wavy and everything, but he finds a way. This is rubber and this is glass, but he found a way for them to coexist, right? That's the yin and the yang. That's the white and the black. That's the, you know, like the balance. This is the balance of everything. Then I'm sure, find a way. You can find a way to balance this all out. So this is Jupiter and Capricorn. So Capricorn is hard worker, work, and Jupiter is expansive, right? So this is the Lord of harmonious change, right? So there's juggle, struggle to balance, to maintain, being unsure, not knowing the path, ups and downs, and adaptability. You can find a flow. You can find a way, guys. Okay. Make sure you communicate, direct, assertive. Know that everything, don't take everything so like personally. Sometimes everybody's got to go through what they got to go through. We just got to create that safe space for people. Okay. So here is your how Gemini feels about you, Taurus. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching. Love and light.